So here in Pretoria, I sleep with many men. They have different jobs and hustles. I don't care about where they are getting the money from. What I only need is my payment. Sometimes you could know he is a robber, a thief, or any dead job we might think of, but that does not matter. What matters is their payment. We are 30 commercial sex workers in the floor. So there's a gang. They used to come and let us be their wives for a huge amount of
Yellow
money.
viewers,
Welcome once again to another episode of African Confessions HD, right here on Extraordinary Africa. My name is Solution Uncle. If you're still new in this show, we publish lifetime confessions. Usually, we publish anonymously for their own safety reasons. And today, I'm not sure if I will be uploading a second video in the afternoon, but in this video, we have 3 confessions. Stay tuned as we are going to take you through all these stories. And viewers, without wasting much of your time, let's go straight into the confessions. Here is our first confession for today. Yellow Solution Uncle, please let my story reach to the people. Mine is a confession and a warning at the same time. I recently lost my sister. For the past 2 months, we have been working day and night, only to notice the body thrown into the river already decaying. The story is a bit long, but I'll try to shorten. Guys, I am seeking for your advices. There is no need to hide. We are born in a family of 5, 2 boys and 3 girls. The boys are the first and the second is a girl, followed by me, then this last born who we are mourning today. Our father died 5 years ago. At least he have raised first and second born to look after us. Our brothers reside in Europe. They played a very big role on our upkeep after father's death, paying school fees and providing everything to mom and us where we were in need. Late September this year, mom passed away. Guys, as I mentioned earlier on, I won't hide anything. I am in need of your advice. Before mom's death, she took a protection order against me. I was misbehaving, sleeping at nightclubs, sometimes returning home early. I was into drugs and prostitution. Mom was a well-respected person in church. She was afraid of her reputation and chased me away. I moved to Pretoria with a friend. We became commercial sex workers. My older sister did well in school. She trained as a nurse. Now she is working at a private hospital in Johannesburg. So by the time mom passed away, she was staying with that late young sister, the last born. My young sister was still at school. After mom's burial, we have a meeting with other relatives from extended families. In that meeting, we were to decide on who was going to stay with the child. I knew there were benefits to come after taking the child. Obviously, the siblings staying overseas were to send money for the upkeep of the child. So, throughout the funeral, I was campaigning to the child. In the meeting, relatives chose my sister to stay with the child, the one who resides in Johannesburg. Everyone in the house applauded the development, but they didn't know me and the child have their own plans. We have already planned to sneak out. Come tomorrow, we sneaked the house. I went with her to my flat in Pretoria. What I only left was a letter informing relatives I was the one with her. I also informed my brother who is in Italy. My young sister proceeded with school here. So here in Pretoria, I sleep with many men. They have different jobs and hustles. I don't care about where they are getting the money from. What I only need is my payment. Sometimes you could know he is a robber, a thief, or any dead job we might think of, but that does not matter. What matters is their payment. We are 30 commercial sex workers in the floor. So there's a gang. They used to come and let us be their wives for a huge amount of money. The gang came frequently. I developed a strong feeling with one of them. He told me that he is a fake taxi driver. The man told me he has been serving the devil for years. He worshipped the devil under 666 underground group. His task is to kill for blood. To shorten the story, the person is the same person who was seen picking my sister at their school's gate. After my sister was missing, he used to come, but after I told him my story, he was not coming. I am sure he played a part in my sister's death. Those guys have taxis and combis, written city buses. Be careful with those guys. Now my young sister is normal. We are just waiting for post-mortem to confirm if it's here. Her face is already decayed by the time we discovered the body. I don't know how to tell our relatives with the way we left the house. Guys, I need your advices. I am in hard time. I am even thinking to commit suicide. Confused, guys. I am a Christian, also an usher in the church. So the pastor gave us white envelopes, the whole church, and told us to put offerings that is above 500 rand, so we may be blessed, and also to write our names in the envelopes. So I didn't put anything because I am not working. So he is preaching about me every day, even if he doesn't mention my name. So I'm thinking to leave the church and start to drink alcohol because the pressure is too much. Any advice to me? Yellow Solution Uncle, can you please post this one for me? I need advice. I stay with my aunt and her children. I finished the school and I passed it very well. Last year I applied, but all the courses I wanted were full, so I decided to take a gap of a year and start looking for a job. Now here is the problem. I'm 22 years of age and I'm dating a 23-year guy who is also not working. I don't have a child and I sleep over at his house almost every day. And now my auntie has a problem with that and she is threatening to chase me out of her house. Mind you all, I do everything. I clean, cooking, and even take care of her children. But I don't understand why she is doing this. Besides, they are saying cost of living is too high. And when I come back from my boyfriend, I come back with nothing. Please hide for me. My story goes like this. My in-laws are threatening me and my kids. Always they tell me that I must pray for Abi to die before me because they are going to show me flames. The reason for their haters is that Abi married me instead of his baby mama, whom they attend the same church with. So what must I do if this happens? That husband dies first. I don't wish that to happen. I love him so badly. We have 3 kids and I still need him. But at the end of the day, I am going to die and he's going to die too. But already I'm scared if he dies first, as already the family told me that they are going to show me flames. Well guys, I would like to thank you so much for sharing your stories with us. Sometimes in life we learn from other people's mistakes. Also, we can learn from our own mistakes. To the first confession, my sister, now you are waiting for post-mortem to confirm that is that your sister. My sister, you was wrong at first. How could you take a child to that place where you know you was doing commercial sex working? What was going to be a lesson to that child? But we need to move forward in life. It's best go and tell everyone what is happening. Tell your relatives, no, the child was missing, this and that and this. Be open from the start. Tell them what is happening. Tell them what is happening. I'm so sorry you lost your sister, but you need to open up to your relatives. You need to open up. They should know what is happening. They should know what is happening. That effect, they should know what is happening. Anyway, my sister, thank you so much for sharing such a educative story. We have learned. Sometimes we could have some people who are in the same situation. They've learned from that story. I hope you give us updates on what is happening, what's next. Guys, I think a few days ago I published a similar story of that group, under 666 group, the underground group, who are killing young ladies. I think there is a bit relevance. There's a bit relevance. And guys, as I usually say, guys, make sure when you wake up in the morning, you pray. Midday, you pray. Before sleeping, you pray. because the devil is at work. The devil is at work. Okay. And there was this other confession. Guys, please help. I need advice. I stay with my auntie and their children. I finished the school and passed well. Last year, I applied, but all the courses I wanted were full. So I decided to take a gap of a year and start looking for a job. Now here's the problem. I'm 22 years of age and I'm dating a 23-year guy who is also not working. I don't have a child and I sleep over at his house almost every day. And now my auntie has a problem with that and she is threatening to chase me out of her house. Mind you, I do everything. I clean, I cook, and even take care of her children. But I don't understand why she is doing this. Besides, saying cost of living is so high. And when I come back from the boyfriend, I come back nothing. From the first thing of your auntie is not a good auntie. She's not a good auntie. Instead of, she is saying you are coming back with nothing in your hands. My sister, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Stop being used. Stop being used. At least you could stay at your auntie's place for the safety of your own health. You're still young. You still need more. You still need to go to school. Guys, what's your thoughts on this one? And there was this other confession. I'm confused, guys. I am a Christian, also an usher in the church. So the pastor gave us white envelopes, the whole church, and told us to put offerings. That is about 500 rand. So we may be blessed, and also to write our names in our envelopes. So I didn't put anything because I'm not working. So he's preaching about me every day, even if he doesn't mention my name. So I'm thinking to leave the church and start to drink alcohol because pressure is too much. Why alcohol instead of looking for another church? Is that the only church in Africa? Is that the only church in South Africa? Is that the only church in Kenya? Is that the only church in my sister? Find a God-fearing church. Find a God-fearing church. Stop thinking about moving to alcohol. You can change the church. Yes, that's my advice to you guys. What to hear your thoughts on this one? I need to hear your thoughts on this one. Guys, I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in. First confession, it was a warning. She is saying, be very careful with taxis. Return city buses, they are evil. They are faking to be tax people. Thank you guys for tuning in. That was the show for this morning. I'd like to thank you so much for always supporting us. Bye for now. Solution Anchor for you. Peace.